Welcome back to the Bluegrass this beautiful fall day. We're over at the farm and we're just going to take a walk, and while we're walking I'm going to talk about what I think is important about going out and training your dog. Now, you know, I know that I'm guilty and a lot of other people in the dog business are guilty of making you as a dog owner feel like you guys ought to always be training your dogs. Well, that's not really my position. My position is that you guys ought to be out doing fun and awesome things, and you should take your dogs along and kind of let them hang out and have a good time, right? Okay, so like Boone and Gracie are both going home this week. And so you would think that since they're going home, I'm trying to really sharpen up their obedience skills or whatever. No, not me. No, that's not my style. You know, like they've been here, they've put in the work, and so, you know, on the week where they're getting ready to go home, we kind of just, you know, sit back and chill and go have a good time. So I don't stress them about what they're supposed to be doing. You know, I've put in my work, and now I want to come out and I want to, you know, draw the dog's attention to the fact that I trust them. And that, you know, I want them to have a good time when we go out. Now, I might call them, I might reel them in if they start getting a little bit too far. But the most important thing for me is that when, you know, I go out with the dogs, is that I'm having a nice time and the dogs are having a nice time also, okay? So we're just going to kind of walk up through here, take a little route on the farm. The cameraman doesn't have long because she has to go get the children. But we'll kind of give you an idea of what we expect out of a dog once they've been at our kennel for a little while. And it ain't much. It's really not much at all. It's just come, be still, and have good manners, right? Okay, so like if I can come out on the farm and I can trust these dogs not to run off too far, not to eat anything they're not supposed to eat off the ground, not to run over here and bother the guys that are, you know, working on the combine back here. If I can just trust them through all that, then I'm in good shape. My general way of talking to the dogs is I ain't going to tell them anything that they don't need to be told, right? So like as we're walking around, I'm not going to be micromanaging them. You know, I'm not going to come out here in this awesome farm environment and ask them to walk right by my leg, you know. I'm going to say, we're going to go out, going to have a good time, don't run off too far, and don't get yourself in too much trouble. When I was a little kid, what they would tell you is don't go so far you can't hear me when I holler for you, you know. And that's kind of my rules on the dogs. And you know, what you don't understand if you're not out and about with dogs a lot is that what you worry about with the dogs running off and stuff, that's primarily caused by the dogs feeling like you are keeping too tight a rein on them. When you take dogs out and you give them quite a bit of freedom, then they're not like looking for every opportunity to escape your influence and go do what they want to do. I'm literally taking these dogs out and telling them, go have a good time. Just go have a good time and make good choices, right? Okay, such a simple concept, just make good choices. And so we just walk, you know, and I want their last couple of days with me to be this kind of days. I want to just come out here, like, y'all probably can't see it on the camera, but there's deer tracks here. So we might jump up a couple of deer, probably jump up a couple of rabbit, and they can run off. I don't even mind them chasing the deer as long as, you know, once they start to go a little ways, I holler for them and they turn around and come back. I really want them to like maximize the benefits of whatever environment they find themselves in. Very good dogs. Now, if I see them, you know, if I see them getting into something I'm worried about, hey, come on. I tell them, get out of there. Boone, come on. And you see, so like that right there, like, you know, and we just get some reps in. As we're going along the farm, I don't know what they were smelling over there. Probably wasn't anything that they shouldn't have been smelling. But I just kind of go ahead and remind them, you know, now, if I tell you that you're supposed to stop doing something, you have to stop, look, and listen right then. And that's what, you know, as long as I can count on them to, like, be cooperative, then I can give them all the freedom in the world. Very nice. Some fine animals. I let them get off a little ways, and I'll call them. Oh my gosh, you're very good dogs. Gracie, Gracie, come on. Oh, what a good dog. You're a very good dog. And then maybe I'll run with them a little bit. Come on, Gracie, come on. I got to be a fun and active hiking partner if I want to be able to trust the dogs off the leash in a hiking environment. You know, all too often, like if you're not used to being outside, if you're not used to going hiking and stuff, you'll go out, but like you're so nervous and you're so worried about your dog gonna run off that like you project that nervous energy onto the dog, and you know, like you're no fun to be around. So it's really important if you go out, like to have a good, like a mental attitude, and to be enjoying yourself and to play with the dogs a little bit. And don't be afraid to, you know, get a little bit winded yourself. You know, so your dogs will be going that way. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh, what good dogs. You're very good dogs. You know, like make yourself fun. Make yourself fun to be around. And if you're fun to be around, why would the dogs want to run off? Very good dogs. Oh, you're very good dogs. Now we'll go over here to the blue algae pond. Every time we come to this pond, somebody in the comments says, "But Stoney, what about the blue algae? Are the dogs going to die?" No, they're not going to die. They're going to be fine. In the summertime, oh, this pond is just chocked full of frogs. Now as we come over here today, there'll be just a few little frogs left, and the dogs can kind of come out here and smell around and chase them, and we'll have a good time. Very nice. Come on, Boone. You can do it, Boone. Very good dog. And they're like, "Stoney, man, this is such an awesome place that you've brought us to. Can we hang around and have a good time?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course. You know, knock yourself out. Go smell something. Go wade in the water. Go swimming. Go chase a frog." You know? And this is the kind of relationship that, you know, I want to have with my dog. I just want them to have fun, you know, and I want them to see me as like kind of what leads to the fun. Like I say, you know, in some of my videos, I'm the guy that drives to the party. So why wouldn't you want to go where I go, you know? So out playing. Okay, cameraman, you can go on back up there. Can you see Boone running around in here? Oh, go get it, Boone. What are you after? Oh. Very nice. Boone, you're such a smart dog. All righty. All right, cameraman, you can back on up there. I was trying to let the cameraman get up away from the pond before Boone came out of there, because he's kind of a boisterous dog, and sometimes when you're on the pond bank, he'll get a little excited and run up here and shake on you or make you trip. All right. Well, guys, this is just a little short video to kind of, you know, encourage you to get out and do fun, interesting stuff with your dogs, and to kind of answer a couple of questions about, you know, Stoney, what do you expect with a dog after they've been with you for a little while? Look, I don't expect much, guys. I expect for the dogs to be able to load up in the truck and go on an adventure and make good decisions, you know. And I think as long as you keep in mind that you have simple goals and that you're going to take the dog out and you're going to do fun stuff, I think that your odds of going out with them and having them stay close to you and not run off and not give you trouble, not, you know, make bad decisions, I think that your odds for that goes way up through the roof. If I came out here to this awesome farm, and every time we came out here, you know, I was like heel, sit, down, watch me, all that kind of stuff, well, then, like, the dogs wouldn't be too thrilled with it, right? They'd be like, "Stoney, we're in this awesome environment and you keep making me like do boring stuff." And so instead of being the party guy, I would be the boring guy. And just ask yourself this: if you went somewhere, would you want to stay close to the party guy or would you want to stay close to the boring guy? Okay, so when you go out and you go to having fun with your dog, okay, make sure it's not just fun for you. Make sure your dog training is not too one-sided. Make sure that you know, are presenting the dog with a fair trade. Like a dog comes in and be still and have good manners and works on whatever you guys are wanting to work on in that training day. But you got to balance that out with letting the dogs do what they want to do. Otherwise, they're going to be looking for chances to escape your influence. All right, guys, I'll see y'all next week.